Ah, copyright. That's fine. We don't have any copyright-free music, unfortunately. Hello, and welcome to ARC, ACC, ABC, AM. Actually, I don't think it's qualifying yet. Anyway, we're in Zolder. I am Kia. Unfortunately, Mike the Cubele Crotch has, I don't know, decided to infect himself with COVID or something. That sounds right. And he will not be attending tonight. So you get me instead. I've commentated exactly one ARC race in ACC. I've raced this circuit exactly once. If you're expecting quality, I apologize. You're not going to get it. I don't even know. It says this is free practice. For all I know, it could be AM qualifying. I honestly, honest to God, I am not the ringer here. I got called in to fill in. This could be the start of the season. This could be the last round. I don't know. I think it might be the start. I'm not sure. They were discussing some stuff. The way qualifying works is AM, the AMs, the amateur drivers, whose name will be in white. I think that's right. Whose name will be in white. Maybe red. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, one of them, one set of drivers is qualifying for 10 minutes. Then the other set. It'll be AMs first, and then pros next. The pro drivers will leave after 10 minutes, and if you cross the line at 9:59 to start your lap, you can set it. If you start your lap at 10:01, they said penalty point. I have a feeling they're going to take you out behind the barn and shoot you, but I'm not 100%. Looks like there's still a decent amount of people on track, and let me just tab into the game real quick. You know what? Nile is red. I'm gonna go ahead and say white badges are pros, and red badges are amps. You know what would be really useful? I'm gonna bring up the chat for this, because I'm sure you guys know a lot more than I do about this. Which is actually partially unfortunate, but that's fine. I hope there isn't any feedback. There shouldn't be. I don't have the audio enabled. It's not even streaming for me. Let me know in chat. Just give me a little thumbs up if you could hear me. And if not, give me a little thumbs up anyway, because I really need it emotionally. Looks like free practice is coming to the end. We finally, this week, have special liveries. Thank you for the thumbs up. We have special liveries on a few of the drivers. Also, I know, listen, it's a thing. I've heard that you guys, looks like somebody with a livery was joining, because that's a driver off track. I know you guys, for some reason, don't like, I don't know, one of the cams or something. I'm just not going to bother. If you have a problem with Helicam or Pit2 Cam or something, I don't know, hire a real broadcaster. That's all I gotta say. As Niall is in probably the most beautiful livery I have ever seen. Can we get a close up on this man's livery? I'm gonna pretend to be Joe Rogan and just have a broadcaster. Let's go see if we can't get that sexy chase cam. You see the Irish tricolors on the right side. You see my name plastered on the wing because he didn't get a livery in time, and that meant I have free reign. Misses his braking point for turn 1. I assume that's just the end of practice. He's going to return to pits. And that is the meme himself, Sahil. And yeah, look, red badge, am. I was totally right. Nailed it. My sincerest apologies if any of you keep the stream open while you're driving for, like, pertinent information against your rivals or something. That's not going to happen. Honestly, if I knew how to read fuel, I still wouldn't, because I have no idea what it means. As far as I know, this is a sprint race, 45 minutes. Here's the qualifying. All the AM drivers going out, crashing into each other in the pit lane. That's always sexy. Let's see. Can we catch some of these fools going? That's, this is, I don't think this is a livery I've touched. I don't know if I messed with it. Oh yeah, if you're a driver and you have a livery, okay. Yes, white background, go now if you're listening to the stream. And no if you don't want a penalty point. Going on ahead here. Let's see. This is very misleading. It's like all of these people are out. Okay, I guess we can see here. Ducklow. Max Ducklow. He's out. Tom Wilkins is out. Let's, can we see the track map? Number 9. No, number 9's... I'm not sure how to read this. Okay, hold on. That's 85. I can find number 85. We're all Gucci. There we go. Oh, the 85's just let a bunch of people by anyway. Where's the start finish? Number 99. That's the first person who's gonna set a lap. Just go and find them. Oh, it was Ducklow. Look at me. Look at me being all smart. Yeah, again, don't think this is a livery I've touched, but again, not too sure. It does look a bit default. Not one of the special liveries. Let me just get that track map out of your way. As he starts, you know what? Oh, he completely brakes for turn 1 and is just pulled off to the side. Not sure what that was about. We can find number 9 now. Number 9, Jack Linder, coming to set his time. Or sorry, start his. Is that Sky something? Looks like he's got waved yellows, single yellows. Doesn't need a lift off for that. That's all fine. He's not Max Verstappen. He doesn't need to obey rules. As they come in, yeah, again, my knowledge of the circuit is a bit doo-doo. But as far as I know, this is a straight down to a chicane after this little curve here. Gonna call it like it is. I know Zolder. Actually, we could bring up the track map and learn this circuit together. I know Zolder. Yeah, look at that. It's a bunch of straight lines with little curves. Plowing straight on there. Looks like he's doing a fair bit of trail braking. That's good. Onto the power early through that chicane. That's good. Is that a white number? Is he pro? Yeah, he's pro. That he shouldn't be out there. Great. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. Is there somebody else? Somebody else on a lap, perhaps? Looking for number 64. 64, where are you in this sheet? 64, Thornton. Outlap. Goddamn. Oh, that's a big old gaggle over there. Let's see if we can't pick up one of them. Montalvo. Let's see what his livery's got for us. Oh yeah, Funko Pops with little mustaches. Fantastic. He's got a little train of 4 people behind him. Wonder if they're going to want to separate out. Looks like they are on timed laps at the moment, or at least Montalvo is. I'm not sure how much drafting is gonna be a factor here. Obviously, ooh, yeah, Wilkins cuts the chicane and he gets rear-ended into the pit lane. That's quite a moment. That is quite a moment. Resets the pit. I think that was a bit obvious. Let's see who's responsible for that one. Ooh, Grills passing Jad. D's on his hot lap. Ooh, he gets a bit wide in turn 1. That's not only an invalidation, but he's gonna have to make sure he rejoins safely. Rather unfortunate for him. Let's see how Cricket's doing. Cricket Sushi. Personally, I do prefer bacon on my sushi over crickets, but, you know, don't hate. It's a cultural dish in some places. See how Wilkins is going on. I think he was one of the guys who got out relatively unscathed from that little chicanery over there. Coming down the I want to call it the back straight, but it's really not the straight. It's like a second mini straight. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's a track map with corner names and everything, but that's for boring people. And it looks like the Merc, as always, is struggling a bit with low end grip. Ooh, somebody's getting DSQ'd? That's unfortunate. Henry's backwards. Oh, that was a moment. Wow, Jack Linder is getting DSQ'd. Because he's a pro driver, who's qualifying with the AM group. That's really unfortunate. I wonder if they do that so that the AMs can, I don't know, rubber in the track for the pros. Kind of like how the Istanbul organizers in F1 decided that they were going to run Clio Cup cars to rubber in the track. I mean, they got torrentially downpoured away anyway, so it's no issue. Looks like there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on in chat, but we're just going to follow along with Wilkins. Again, apologies if the broadcasting is substandard. Actually, you know what? I think, who's 21? 21. Is Nile. Nile the Nile Drake. Coming in with that Vaporwave hood. Very well placed, that is. He's going to come across the line. I do want to see how he's doing. I think he does have the best lap so far, but he is down on his time. He's not going to set a better lap. And this is his third lap. He actually brakes, and he might return to pits because it's free to do so. Jack Linder in the Sky Pro AWS. That makes total sense. And we're restarting. Back in my day, we didn't restart no lobbies. Okay, so Am is going first. Henry, Jack, you know, the fat gaggle of people. Let's see if we can't catch a few. Max is already out on track. Chambers in the... Oh, goodness. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to look at the cars and just know what they are. I believe that's a Bentley. Maybe. He's following around Winklin's trying to get on the side there. Bacon sushi. Yeah, again, I just prefer bacon. Yeah, looks like a little train's forming up over here. If we can go to the helicam. Little train in front of Wilkins there. Coming into the second set of chicanes. Thornton in the... Is that the McLaren? Ooh, I want to call it the 750, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about these cars. Let's see, 25. Who's 25? Go ahead and take a look at the helicam for this little group here. So they're coming down now. I think this is the back straight. Little kink that avoids the pit lane entry. Coming down the start finish now. And it looks like he has drafted another car along fairly well. This is good for the amateur drivers because they are getting a second go at qualifying. Fortunately for them. Take a look at the timetable if we can. Just oh yeah, the McLaren. Yeah, it was the 720, not 750. My bad. Looks like yeah, that Merc is closing quick to the Audi coming into the chicane. It's I know the drafting is probably pretty strong in these cars because they are chonky. Looks like there's some technical issues in chat. Whose livery needs to be turned off, I wonder. And it looks like Fife is in fact here. That's nice. I wonder if he's in the pro category. But yeah, like I was saying, the I know these cars are really chonky, so the drafting must be pretty good. The only annoying part is whether it really affects you going through a turn or not. Whether, you know, mentally it impedes you having to make sure you don't rear end somebody with you know, just to guesstimate what their braking distances are. But it looks like this Audi Mercedes coupling has done pretty well for themselves to avoid each other. That Merc really closed the gap under braking there, but you see the Audi is completely, what happened there? Oh, and there's a car coming out of the pits. That's bit close to impeding on either side of that. And I really would like to go find out what happened to that Mercedes. Unfortunately, I don't think I can. It looks like, yeah, there's Josh in his car. Let's see the track map. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the timetable before the moment. Niall is P1 with a 1:30.5, 5/10 up on Max. Niall, wow, looks like Dees sets in 4/10 off of Niall, both in the Porsche GT3s. That's pretty good. Let's follow around Niall for a minute. Looks like he might go a bit wide. He does get off the rubbered lines there, but he is able in the end to come around and get a decent exit. Maybe winding the turn is might be good. I'm not sure. It looks like, oh yeah, it looks like he's getting a bit late, and it's at this moment that I remember Niall's on a controller. Because very, very apparent. I wonder if he's going to set an even faster time here. Doesn't look like it. He's 2 seconds down on his time. Rather unfortunately, but he is still at the top. Looks like Max Ducklow in the Vantage. Ooh, Niall's off the track. Niall's off the track and back into the pits. Ducklow in the Aston Martin. Is that the Aston Martin? I'm gonna call it. Yeah, that's Aston. Has taken back his position. Dees looks like to be on a slightly better lap. I wonder if he. Yeah, he's 3/10 up. Losing time out of the final corner, but he does end up not pinching not pinching second, unfortunately. He is still down by 400ths from Max Ducklow. And that's Thornton out of the pits. Elmstein. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need a closer look at this car because I'm pretty sure it is an abomination. Yeah, it is. I believe a few of those furries might have little pencil mustaches, but I'm not. I'm not convinced. Paul? I think you need help. That's all I'm gonna say. How's Zoo doing? He's up on his time. That's good. Ducklow is also up on his time. I believe he's closer to the finish line. No, he isn't. So we will follow Zoo, who is not down on his time. He apparently lost quite a bit of time. Looks like he might have gone off or something. Not quite sure what's happening there. Wilkins up on his time in the AMG. He's the one who spun off, who I couldn't find earlier. Out of turn 1, rather unfortunate. And yeah, it looks like Ducklow again in that Aston is taking a huge chunk of his time. He's almost a second up. That would definitely, yeah, that would absolutely put him in first position to Niall right now. And there is about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left for amateur qualifying. Wrong title. Is it not Zolder? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? That's not my problem. I can only ask to be fuck. I can only... That was a bad word. My apologies. I can only be asked to do so much. I said it in the streaming software, that's all that matters. Oh, that looks like what my priest would describe as unholy and an abomination in front of God. Good lord. I think for everyone's sanity, I will duck out of that one. Yeah, and it does look like Max Duck Low does take P1, and Niall in his GT3, not up on his time, 2/10 down. Can he improve in the final sector? Who knows? Look at that Vaporwave logo on the hood, gentlemen. That is how you do it. And look at that majestic meme on the rear. Do you not have game audio? My bad. You know what? I said if audio is fine, give me a thumbs up, and then someone gave me a thumbs up. So, you know what? I think this is on you. Because, as always, I'm faultless. Chambers, 7/10 up on his time in the, I'll call that a Bentley, because it looks like a Bentley, and I think it's a Bentley, and it'd be embarrassing if I didn't know there was a Bentley. Coming down to the, I believe this is third sector now. He's got a quick little turn here that opens up, and he goes wide and into the wall! And he's sideways on track, clears it very quickly to avoid further incident. He's going to go back to pits, and that's going to be the end of that run. Niall still a 10th down on his time, but lots of track left to go in that little Porsche that could. Coming through now. Loses even more time, unfortunately. Oh, but he's making it up here on the exit of that turn. He's up by a 10th now, and Easton needs to pull off to the side to make sure he isn't impeding anything. God, I love that Vaporwave hood. And the Irish tricolor, and that's another car spinning off. Woo! You love to see it. Niall now, again, taking that a bit late, but not cutting as much as he could. Power down. He's only 300ths, 200ths up, but is it enough to move him into P1? No, it's not. It absolutely isn't. Ooh, and that's Niall off and probably resetting in. Yeah, because that is the end of AM qualifying. That is the end of AM, I believe. I think everyone can set their final laps, but that is Pro out now, and let's see how these guys do. Smacks, with the hardest livery, I have to say, to mess with. I think I just wrote my name a few times in light colors there, so you probably can't see. That's unfortunate. Really do be like that sometimes. Looks like Linder is going for a pass after his little no-no stint in the AM qualifying. I'll have to see how he fares. Coming up on a slow car in Sector 3, might be backing off to create some time for himself. That's maybe an AM car just pulled off to the side. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But you can see with the white badge, they are in fact everyone qualifying now. Our pro drivers coming through turn 1, light braking all the way through and late power on, but I was gonna say it doesn't hurt his time, but I mean it really probably did. He's not using all of the track possible. He's not, banging it out to the very edges and using everything he's paid for, staying off the rubbered line. So I don't think, he's 3/10 down at the moment, and he's not looking to recover that time. 4/10 now. Coming into the chicane in the Ferrari behind the Audi, sandwiched by a McLaren. And that is our fire in the Porsche GT3. The Holy Flame is off the track. You can see exactly where everyone loves to cut that chicane because the rubber goes straight over the stoppers. Yeah, and again, he's not using the full extent of the track. He's not going wide and really maximizing his acceleration here. So I can't imagine this will be a brilliant lap time compared to the rest of his cohorts. Andrew Warden in the pole position at the moment. He's the first to snipe a position away from the AM drivers. And he's already up on his time once again. Looks like Hasari's already 3/10 up on his time, and he's not that far into the lap, so I'm not, I have no idea what's going on with him. Pfeiffer in front of him, and Eric Anderson behind. You know what? Just for the funsies, I'm gonna take a quick peek at Mr. Kimball, Mr. Fife, because I believe I recognize that livery. Yeah. Yeah. I certainly do. Now, if you'll excuse me. I have a quick message to send on Discord. And back to qualifying. Looks like Andrew Warden is at the top. Winfrey in P2. Kogan P3. They've all unseated the AM drivers from the top 3 as expected. The rest of the pro probably needs to pony on up, get some of these. Ooh, Warden pulls off to the side. Kogan up on his time. We could follow him. Look at the intense stare through this silver mirror of a visor. Alright, that's enough of that. Still up in his time by about 5/10. That should put him in range. Oh, Daniel Wright takes P3. Kogan demoted down to P4. But that should put him in range of P2 at least. He is a second off of P1 with a 128.5 by Warden. He is a 129.4. Down 6/10 on his time. Or sorry, up 6/10 on his time. Definitely puts him into the range of P2. I think he'll get P2 if he's able to go. And grab this lap from the clutches of Linder in front of him, who is probably at this point being a bit slow, being a bit impeding, but that's fine. His Where's Waldo anime girls do not care. He's going to set the time. He did drop a 10th, but that might still be able to put him up into P2. We'll have to see. And if he does get the time, I imagine he'll want to back off. He actually gets 2/10 out of the final corner, comes across the line into P2. And that's a 128.7. 2/10 up on P3 and 2/10 off of P1. Winfrey in P3 has 2/10 in hand right now for his lap, and he's about to cross the line, but he loses all of his time out of the exit, and he stays P3. Drama, excitement, funny liveries. That's what we offer to you today. Daniel Wright up 2/10 through turn 1. That's turn 1 alone. Maybe he, if he can carry this momentum through the lap in that AMG, he might struggle a bit in the low grip corners. But other than that, I think he should be a-okay to set a faster time. He is 4/10 up now, and he's only 4/10 does actually put him in range of P1. So Wright might take P1. Winfrey up another 10th. We'll see if he can not bottle in the final corner. And Wright is almost up a second on his time. Loses a bit coming through that complex there. That little chicane. Oh, yeah, you can just see the difference with these pro drivers using all of the track possible. And Wright's got no one in front of him to impede, as you see the tire marks leading off into the wall. If Wright can improve in this final little turn complex, the last 2 turns, he could be up on his time by up to a second and snag P1. I think this will be provisional pole for him. I don't think anyone else has improved to the degree he has, and he does take provisional pole by 4/10 from Andrew Warden with a 1:28.1. Fantastic from him. Belanger, 1:29.4. He is not looking to put himself in range, actually, of anything at the moment, as he's teetering on not actually improving his time. He's 7/10 from P4, so it's going to be a rough hill to climb for him. Cookie, with a 1:29.6, is looking to put himself above Belanger, who he has 5 seconds in the bag right now. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the aerodynamic effects of taking a bite out of the cookie on his livery might have improved. If he wins, I'm going to take credit for it. As he, sails through the chicane there, 3/10 in hand, now 2/10, unfortunately. No, hovering around 3, puts him well within range. Interesting. Puts him well within range of Belanger. If he can improve over the rest of the lap, he does lose a 10th coming through the chicane there. Can he get the power down early? No, he can't. He's losing time. And that might be that. That's a yellow flag, and qualifying is coming to a close. Will he lift? Of course he won't. What's safety? Now, Warden, slightly behind Cookie, also has some time in hand. But Cookie, unfortunately... Oh, he's up 2/10 from the final corner. I don't think that'll be enough. He needs 4/10 to improve, and he does not. Warden now... on the final straight, he's up 3.5 Will that put him in range of pole? No, it doesn't. He is 0.06 off. And that is the end of qualifying. Everyone who's set a lap so far will set their lap. Linden, Guzman, Waffle Snacks. Waffle Snacks is up. Let's see him cross the line. He's 14th. Now puts him in at 8th. What a lap from him. And then I believe there was Mr. Fox. Who's 3 on his time, but he finishes lap, comes off, pulls off, retires. And now we have 45 minutes of racing in front of us after this this Bentley crosses the line into P19. And there we go. That is the end of qualifying, folks. The race will begin shortly. Will it be an insane lap 1? I don't know. Looking in the Discord chat, looks like some of the drivers are having a bit of a back and forth about who's less, and therefore who is the underdog. Because everyone wants to be the underdog. You don't want expectations set upon you. That being said, Wilkins, number 742. It's a lot of drivers. We have 742 of them. Says, good call, I need some water and coffee. He's apparently drank 22 ounces of 7.5% beer. And pickles. Interesting. Van, do you have anything to add? Actually, Van, why are you not in this channel? Are you racing? Ah! Well, good luck getting the car owner virus. I know that Cubele is getting the car owner virus because he's going to a car meet. Let's just see the timetable. Doesn't tell me what the timetable is. That's unfortunate. Actually, it doesn't let me manipulate the HUD at all. That's also unfortunate. Your 91 liters of fuel for Mercs. Now, if I was Mr. Wilkins in chat, you can see him saying 91 fuel for Mercs. I would put in 92 liters and then tell everyone else it's 89. Just so, they have to fuel save and I could just throw her into Rich and pass her on the straights like, what up, homies? You can see Wright leads off the formation lap. Worden slow to follow. Winfrey, Kogan, Belanger, Cookie, Fox, Smacks, Anderson. Said that in the wrong order. Pitch, Ducklow, Bray, Craig, okay. Guzman, Drake, Chipsy, Linder, Fitter, Grills, Hussar, Mahoney, Thornton, Pfeiffer. Thank you, game, for changing the camera angle as I was reading them. Wilkins, guys, again! I cannot stress, I have no control over what's happening. There we go. Wait, no, that's still no control over the HUD. There we go. Where was I? I guess everyone after Pfeiffer is important, unfortunately. R.I.P. them. 38 other drivers. Looks like Wright is getting some heat into them tires. Sounds like a good plan, especially considering the trouble the Mercs have. But he is moving at a turtle's pace. Try to say the rear facing onboard. There we go. Yeah, it looks like he's going and braking. Not sure if that's exactly courteous to the other drivers. I have a feeling you should be having consistent inputs, but it looks like Warden's not getting caught out by it, and he might be doing the same. Who knows? No, it just looks like he's riding the throttle and the brake. But it does look like everyone behind him, Winfrey on, is having some issues with his pace. Yeah, Wright is stopping and starting like mad. I don't know. Maybe that is the etiquette here. As you can see, the tire marks going off, and yeah, we're going into the 2x2. So we're starting the race soon, TM. And I agree with the assessment that this will be crazy as everyone tries to filter into their positions. You get indications for where you should be and whether to slow down or speed up or what. But looks like the back of the field is gonna have a heyday because they're not gonna be formed up in time for when the green light goes. Green light soon as they come towards the line. Feel bad for the people who will be mid-turn when this thing goes. And we are away!
Green light. Go, go, go.
Looks to be a solid turn one. No incidents thus far. A couple of people running wide, but no calamity to speak of. Maybe at the back of the field. No, looks like we're all Gucci. That serves you right, Van. The top three are starting to pull away now. So it looks like a large procession. Good lord. And it'll take some time for these cars to filter out here. But Wright looks to be at a commanding lead at the moment. I get a bit behind him. We have a more single file at least now. It doesn't look like anyone. Hussar is going for a move on Thornton coming through this turn. Will he get it done? Looks like he might have. Cannot tell. No, he did not. That is unfortunate. Yellow flags thrown. Looks like that's a car backwards on track. Who is that? That was Belanger. Belanger falling from grace now. As the front stays consistent with Wright, Warden to Winfrey, Kogan, and Cookie. I believe up to position 7. That might be the starting grid so far. Don't know if any of them switched places. looks like those cones should not last more than one lap of that chicane. Take a look as Fife comes into this turn, repping that GSR swag. It looks like the back of the field is fairly sorted at the moment. Looks like there might be a move towards the back. Wasn't sure what I saw there. Looks like Zoo's at the back. He probably had an incident of some kind to put him that far. Not entirely sure. So we're looking at the gaps now, and they're incredibly close. Looks like Sin might be going for a move on Cookie relatively soon. He's drafting him here. Coming into the chicane. Sin takes the inside. Is he going to be able to outbrake Cookie? He has to avoid the turn and take the position. Yeah, and he's going to need a... Yeah, that was obvious that he didn't do that. He definitely outbraked himself there. That's really unfortunate for Sin. And he's going to rejoin... Or is that Cookie who dropped back? I'm not sure what I saw there. Yeah, that was Sin who dropped quite a few positions, rather unfortunately. As Linder looks to be in a fight with Grills behind him. This Grill's gonna go for the inside of the next corner. Looks like he might be setting it up, but Linder defends. And he's just out traction him at this point. Grills looks like he's going for the inside. Does he have the braking distance to do it? He does get the move done. Coming into the second last corner, through the last corner, and he is away. And that is a move by Grills on Linder. Very good from him. Well, looks like the back is getting dicey here. That's Thompson on the outside lining up for the next turn, but he might get snuck up on by the Mahoney behind him. And that's Patterson to the pits. Not sure if that's I think that's a stop go, I'm not sure. But it looks to be a fairly contest back here. Oh, narrowly avoids ramming into the back of Thompson, does Mahoney, and all behind. Yeah, this is quite a pack here of pro and am drivers actually. So this is an interesting little spread here. Gypsy for the win? Are you sure? I'm not. I don't even know where Gypsy is. Gypsy's P13. Maybe. If he kills 12 other people, he might. This Thompson looks to be going for a, or is that Mahoney going for a move on Thompson? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, the pack here is very, very close. Righteous is right up on, well, it's simultaneously right up on Valentine, right, and Chambers is right up on him. Sushi looks like he's getting in proximity. He does look at the inside. You can tell these drivers are pulling out to the inside of these turns, maybe before they have the traction to do so. Looks like Treason might go for a move on Fife. Mahoney's catching right back up. Looks like Mahoney was going for the outside, but he comes to the inside now. No, he sticks behind coming through the chicane, whose cones have unfortunately been murdered, but he does get the traction coming out of it, and I think he might go for the inside for the following chicane. He does get a much better run, but coming through that curve, he's just unable to really secure his position, but he sets himself up in front of Treason, and he does get the move done. That was a masterful move by Mahoney there, just putting his car right in the way. There was no way Treason could have gotten past him. That was, Oh, and looks like Thompson was going for the inside, but defended, or Treason defended. That's, yeah, this pack is pretty close. Looking at the front, Fitter and Smack's fairly close here. But nothing that concerning. Looks like Hassar gets past Fitter. And that might be that. Back to Righteous and Thompson. Righteous going for a very wide line there to give some room, but also to get some good traction and acceleration on the outside. Longer you spend accelerating, the faster you go, obviously. Righteous looks like he's... Oh! Righteous spins and it gets clapped into! Oh, and that's a double collection. Pull time was a 128 something, I think. And that looks like, yeah, that's unfortunately Righteous and Thompson dropping down the order. Thompson's still in the wall. Not sure what he's planning to do, but he might retire. Looks like Treason is getting caught up by Wallenstein. Will the Furriomobile be able to get the move done? Treason has a little moment on acceleration, gets some dirt in the tracks, and isn't able to get the traction he needs. Wallenstein's now on the outside, further along. Will he get the move done? He has to leave room on the inside, but he does, and that is Paul in the Furriomobile ahead. But they have to dodge Craig. And oh wow, what a spin! Looks like that was Belanger going wide. No, sorry, Chambers going wide. Belanger is still holding on to dear life behind Treason here. I have no idea what happened to Kriegs and didn't use the replay. My bad. Still getting used to this whole ACC thing. You know what, Van? Next time you want to criticize, why don't you come in here and do it yourself from your fucking hotel room, Next you're going to tell me I can't use bad words because it upsets children. It's very sophomoric of you. Montalvo getting drafted by Kogan. Kogan is going to go for the move on the inside into turn 1. Will he get it done? He might. He gets the traction, pulls ahead. He's on the outside for turn 2. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to. Thornton, off track, rejoins behind Eyston. Kicking up some dust. Ain't no thing for Righteous Fire. Boo me again in your band. I love seeing this car. Mahoney in the Muppet car. Hopefully we get a Maybe the helicam will give us a good shot of his hood. Unfortunately, I don't think I can zoom in that much. No. Well, just believe me, he's wearing a disguise. That's all you need to know. He's, looks like past, not sure who that was. Oh, it's Patterson who's a lap down. Looks like Guzman has a custom livery as well. And if I am not mistaken, if we can go into chase cam, you could just slightly make out the writing on the roof that says P1 Lance. That's P1 in commemoration of Lance Stroll's P1 today in pole position. Spoilers, by the way, for qualifying. Lance Stroll got pole position. But he's in the BWT, so you know he's got some mineral water on hand. And you'll need the mineral water for this thirsty move on Pfeiffer. That is not going to happen for another couple of laps, probably. Oh, that is a puckering distance in terms of braking. He's closing in on Fife rapidly with each consecutive braking zone. Now Warden catching up to Wright. No, still 2 seconds behind, unfortunately. Did Warden spin? Did Warden have an accident? No, the gap was just going crazy for a second. It said 18 seconds. Further down the order, Fife getting absolutely decimated, destroyed by Guzzi, who gets by in time for the next chicane and far enough along that he will have no problem defending. I mean, he doesn't even need to defend into that chicane. Right, still chugging along in front. For a moment, I forgot about Niles' very special livery. Leaders' lap times. Last time was a 1:29.3. Best time was a 1:28.6. Yeah, R.I.P. Henry. Would you like a replay for that one too, or did you actually see what happened? I forgot there was a joint coming out of the skull's mouth. Oh, D's. What a beautiful car you have. It's a shame the shaders look like they're vortexes, because I'm pretty sure that's not intended behavior. But who knows? Maybe a set of Corsa 3 will give us some ray tracing. We can get proper effects. Looks like Dees is all right on the back of Drake. That is puckering distance. He does cut the chicane there and validates his time. I wonder if he'll pick up a penalty or have to slow down there. Oh, and that's someone off. That's Montalvo off. I'd go and check what happened to him, but unfortunately, I do not care. Not while there's a fight like this going on. Grills, is he going to take the outside coming into the second to last turn? Will he? Will he? He'll try, but he won't get by, and Niall just putting his tiny little Porsche is the widest car on the road. And that is the end of that. Now let's check if we can see what happened to Mr. Montalvo. Nope, nothing. Mans is AFK. Oh. I think my stream just broke. I think my game just broke. Van, how do I stop a replay? Ah, there we go. Nope. Van, how do I stop a replay? Sorry, the HUD was broken. I couldn't see anything. Great. Let's see. What are the gaps now? And my audio's gone. There we go. Oh, I have no idea what just happened. Anyway, we're back. Asar, within 4 seconds, 4/10 of, Linder? Not sure what that is. Wow, this looks like a mighty little group. Is that Craig Lapped? I think that is. Yeah, I deleted the what command. Looks like pitch gets past Hussar coming into the chicane here. The second one of this lap, if I do believe. Right, still comfortably leading by about a second, with Warden behind him, and actually Kogan's not too close. Looks like Eiston impeding the leaders. I don't know what the lapping regulations are in here. It's a pretty cool livery though. All spacey and shit. This definitely looks like a fight between Warden and Wright. Now, Wright has been lapping a bit quicker than Warden overall, but Warden just put in a 29-1 last lap, and Wright put in a 29-6. Warden going for the inside into turn 1. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. Wright defends and takes the inside line as well. That puts Warden on the track to take the inside for the next corner. It does not. Goes for the outside. Might take a bit of a wider line just to get that little oomph and acceleration, but he goes a bit too oomphy and goes off track. Coming down this little straight into the next chicane. Looks like Warden has dropped off a bit from Wright. Looks like Ducklow. Oh, this is a merry gaggle of people. And look, that is D's past Nile. Oh god, I just love the vaporwave on Nile's hood. It looks like DeClow is getting past Grills. Grills has to let Drake by, Nile by, lets DeClow by, and might let Chipsy by into the next chicane. That was 3 positions down for Grills. Oh, but he takes that chicane rather aggressively, that second part of that turn rather aggressively. Ooh, Nile gets a bit out of shape. Is able to correct, but that puts DeClow in a really good position to get by in the next turn. Oh! And that's contact, and Nile goes off. Rejoins behind the group. Unfortunate for him. Chipsy looking for the inside here. No, it's actually Deez who's going to go for the inside on DeClow. Chipsy does go for the inside just to avoid any incidents, maybe avoid hitting him. But Chipsy in that AMG catching up. Grills getting right back to where he started before the second chicane there. And it looks like Craig is in the fighting for this, even though he is a lap down. It looks like Guzman's out of the pits. Again, this is a sprint race. You do not need to pit. I believe the driver is referred to as self-penalties if you decide to pit. But sure. It looks like Craig might actually get the move done on DeCloud. No, he does not. Let's actually see what I've not had a chance to closely inspect Craig's livery. Yep, that 18 plus symbol. Very apt for his Agiago face. We're in the halfway mark, and what was that? Hello, gentlemen. Hello, ACC. Van, your replay just crashed my game. Nah, we didn't even see Chipsy die. That's unfortunate. Oh! And DeCloud moving to cover off Craig hits the wall. That is, I have to imagine that's some suspension damage for him. That's Craig fast. And that's Linder right on the rear of DeCloud there. Man, all of these gaps seem to be way off. Looks like Niles clawing back some time. He has to fight Guzman, who's a lap down behind him. And looks like Guzzi is probably gonna be able to take a move in the next turn here. It looks like this entire procession is under blue flags. Asari's going a bit wide there. Nile getting passed by Guzzi. D is sandwiched by a few lapped cars here. Warden is apparently getting close to right. Yeah, there he is. That gap's been pretty low this entire time. Looks like Craig is gonna go for a double pass. Is that 3 wide into the next turn? No. But Craig is past D's, and oh, Craig has to take to the to the gravel to get by. And that's a position lost for Craig. All of that progress in the past couple of laps just reset and poof. In the blink of an eye. 18 minutes left in this race. Looks like DeCloud got a bit out of shape there. Goes way around the outside of Jad. Is Warden finally going to mount an attack on right? We'll have to see. He is within 3/10. And Warden was 2/10 quicker in the last lap. He set a 1:30.1. Wright was a 1:30.3. Does look like he drops 3/10, 4/10 there. So that unfortunately does look like an avenue that's closed. Ooh, is that Goozy going wide? Van, your replay broke my game again. Yeah, Goozy just loses a bit under braking. Honestly, that's a bit underwhelming for a replay. And Goozy's into the bits. And Belanger, right next to... Who's that? Oh, look at that. The custom liveries aren't working. Unless those are just really dark liveries. Oh, they might just be really dark liveries. Cloud once again in the mix for something. I think, past lap 3, I don't think we have, not had a blue flag out in one part of the track or another. "15 minutes left in this race, and it's looking like, the lead cannot be challenged at the moment. Warden's, No! Warden's gotten past Bright. When did that happen? Hold on, let me go back, like, we'll say about 30 seconds. See if that's when it happened. My computer is crying. It cannot compute. I unfortunately think that 30 seconds was not enough. But Warden did get past Right. Yep. Now Winfrey. Getting closed on by Anderson. Niall under pressure from Linder in the Ferrari. It would seem as if he did, because he is he's quite a ways away from Warden. Still in P3. Looks like Mike Henry is a drive-through. How fun. Krill's under pressure from DeClow once again. And DeClow under pressure from Pitch. Double once again. DeClow gets a bit wide, doesn't get the best acceleration out of that turn. Coming into the second to last turn, looks like Pitch is side by side with DeClow. Going for the inside. Who will come out in front? It looks like Pitch is out in front of DeClow, but DeClow is able, if he can correct and not slam into a wall there, can, oh, it looks like DeClow might have moved over on Fighter. As I say, Linder and Niall having a bit of a tussle there. Having a whittle tussle. Looks like Belanger is right on the rear of Linder as well. I think he'll be more concerned with that than Niall, as 12 minutes ticks down in this race. It looks like, yeah, Belanger does get past Linder. Warden and Wright look to be close, but they're battling through lap traffic. Oh, Gross gets rear-ended by Pitch, but he's able to save it. Wonder if there's gonna be any hard feelings there. So that was quite a move, quite move. As Pitch is now fighting with Fighter to not lose that spot. Sorry, that was DeClow, not Fighter. Fighter and Belanger going at it. Fighter gets wide. Pitch. Looks like he's gesturing for a move on the inside. Does not take it. He's a bit too far back. I think that was the right call for him. And Dees lives to drive another lap. Ooh, Pitch coming in and cutting it in close for his. Dees is taking a bit of wider line there. Have to see who that pays off for. Into one for the next chicane. Gets a good amount of acceleration down, and he's safe for another couple of corners. Right down 3 seconds to Warden. Ooh, looks like Pitch might be looking for the inside there. He was not far enough alongside to actually really command any space there. Pitch coming in close there. Looks like Dees is driving for his life to fight off the unrelenting attacks from Pitch, and Pitch might have to worry a bit more about the Clow, depending on how the next exit goes. It's like Cookie's fighting with lap traffic. I don't think, yeah, I think most of these guys are just fighting with lap traffic. Anderson getting past Easton. Sin will have to get past him to challenge Pitch again on the rear of Grills. The Clow on the rear of Pitch. Valenstein in the middle of the leaders. Treason fighting with Righteous Fire. The Holy Flame. Looks like his advance got cut off as he tried to swoop in for a shallow and hard acceleration there. Righteous able to recover a lot of ground under braking, but loses it on acceleration. Drops 4/10 in that corner alone. Oh, and that's a spin from Righteous! Oh, we'll have to see that again. Yeah, it just gets wide, has to save himself from clapping into the wall, but ends up clapping into the other side. Real unfortunate from him. Oh, and who's that off? Is that Jacques off in the gravel trap there? The Clow and Pitch and Dees. Dees is off in the back. What happened to him? I'm not going to use the replay to find out. That it just seems unnecessary to break my game for 10 seconds to not see anything. Looks like Dees might go for a move onto Clow here. Looks like there's something going on with Wilkins and Bray. Looks like Patterson's up with Bacon, Sushi, and Chambers. Ooh, that's very close to contact coming through turn 1. With the lapped car, nonetheless, I'm sure he's not too excited about that one. It's 3 minutes remains in this race. Probably about another 2 laps. Warden getting by a lapped Chipsy. Lender fighting a Hussar. Looks like there's a little group in front with the Trash Panda and Mahoney. Having their own little battle over here. Pitch and Belanger still going at it. Belanger looking for a move up to turn 1. Not going to happen. Pitch goes wide and Belanger will take the spot anyway. He's rear-ending Righteous and getting by. Or sorry, not Righteous, that's Zoo. There's a bit of a harsh move there. I wonder if Warden's gonna slow slightly, because at this pace, he's gonna cross the line and go for one more lap, but only by a few seconds. His last lap was a 1:29.6. His current lap is 1 minute and there are 34 seconds left, so he easily could just slow a bit down and we can get all out of here a bit quicker. But I doubt a racing driver would do that. He wants to go, go, go. Yeah, he's gonna cross the line. 6 seconds left. We are on final. Anderson getting by Mahoney. Pitch and DeClow fighting again. Tale as old as time, really. Oh, and who is that? Hussar! The late break. Cookie getting passed by lap traffic there. That's no big concern. Belanger and Pitch seem to be the closest duo. As they cross the line. Here's our leader coming across the line.
The leader has finished the race.
And that is the race done for him. Wright, unfortunately, making a mistake, coming in behind Kogan. A solid P3 the entire race, really. Don't think he had any challengers. Cookie with a late move on Chambers, I would call that. Cookie on its way to a solid P4. Boulanger and Pish in their final skirmish here. As you can see, smoke rising from the crowd. We truly are in the... Zolder, is that the Netherlands? I feel like it's the Netherlands because of all the smoke and the weed. That's fine. Looks like, yeah, Boulanger is going to get the move. Unfortunately, Pitch at a last-minute late little scuff. And that is that. D's across the line, P10. Linder, 11. Hassar, 12. Nile, P13. DeClow, P14. Gypsy, 15, 16, 17. They're out into the gravel traps and doing donuts. How wonderful. That is that. Thank you all so much for joining me. That is the end of our coverage here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will not be back next week. Ta-ra!